Hi there, Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com, and today we are going to do the book review of The Fred Factor by Mark Sanborn. This is a book about Fred meeting a guy who gives him a knock your socks off service, and the guy who gives him that service is Fred the postman. And eventually he becomes the core message of this book, and eventually he becomes a story. The book is pretty small, 112 pages, maybe around 28,000 words. And nothing much. The message is easily understood. And there are four sections to this book. One is how the author met Fred. The second one is how you can become a Fred. The third one, how you can help Fred grow in your organization. And finally, the importance and the value of being a Fred. In case you're wondering, how you can make Freds grow in your organization, the first primary part is identify who they are. The second one is reward them. Third one is educate the others so that they can also become Freds. And finally, demonstrate by method of showing examples. The Fred factor can be summarized also in four principles. One is make a difference, build relationships, create value, and finally reinvent yourself. So this is more or less a gist about the Fred factor. The only drawback that I found to this book was, first and foremost, this was not a very revolutionary idea as such. I mean, customer service has been there, and it's pretty hard to get creative with this. So, the only consolation can be that maybe coming up with the story was a consolation by itself. Well, I don't know. The second part is I felt this was a feel goody kind of a wish-washy book. As critics have rightly pointed out, that this could be more like a chicken soup for this work-weary soul, or a mixture of Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People and Norman Vincent Peale's Think Positive. Apart from that, the only other thing which I found that really stood out, maybe in the positive sense, could be the four examples. One is the flight attendant who gave a pretty creative announcement, which seems to be buzzing around if you check YouTube. The second one is the employee who goes out of the way just to make sure the client in the hotel gets proper breakfast. The third one is the barman who gave Mark Sanborn $30 when he needed it. Maybe he lost his purse. And finally, young Colin Powell, who demonstrated the energy and perfection even when he was given a cleaning job. So overall, if you personally ask me, I was not very impressed with this book, so I give it a 4 out of 10. A 4 out of 10 being, the reason being is it was nothing revolutionary. It was just a simple story, and then they just carried it forward so that to give it a kind of a spice. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is my opinion of and the book review for The Fred Factor by Mark Sanborn. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.